What if I told you that mastering time and money isn't about working harder, but about working smarter? You see it all the time. People grinding away, always busy, but never getting ahead. They think they need to 80-hour weeks to make it, but that's just not true. Imagine, instead, having more hours in your day and more dollars in your account, all without burning out. Instead of chasing after every dollar, you control your finances, investing wisely, and building wealth. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, stay tuned, because in this video, we are breaking down 9 powerful rules that can transform your life. Rules that the wealthy and successful live by, but rarely share. Don't worry, we're not talking about some get-rich-quick scheme. These are not theoretical ideas. They're actionable strategies you can implement starting today. So, if you're ready to take control of your time, your money, and your future, buckle up and let's get started. Understand where your time is going. Most people are in for a rude awakening. We waste time on unproductive activities. Conduct a time audit. Track everything for 1 week. Be specific and honest. You'll be shocked at what you discover. This isn't about guilt. It's about clarity. Redirect time to what matters. Most people waste hours daily on things that don't bring joy or move them closer to their goals. Think about it. How much time do you spend hitting the snooze button, scrolling through social media, or binge-watching shows you've already seen? Imagine reclaiming even a fraction of that time. What could you achieve with an extra hour or 2 each day? Start a side hustle, learn a new skill, or spend more quality time with loved ones. Be intentional with your time. Treat it as a valuable resource. Make every minute count. Prioritize like a pro using the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Identify and focus on those high-impact tasks. Delegate or eliminate less important tasks. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to prioritize is to ask yourself this question every morning. What is the one thing I can do today that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? This forces you to cut through the noise and identify the most important task of the day. It's about focusing on what truly matters and ruthlessly eliminating distractions. Keep in mind, multitasking is just an illusion. When you try to do too many things at once, you end up doing none of them well. Instead, single task your way to success. Give your full focus to that one important task and watch your productivity soar. This approach not only helps you get more done in less time, but it also reduces stress and overwhelm. When you're clear about your priorities, you can say no to distractions and focus on what truly matters. So, ditch the to-do list and start asking yourself, what's my one thing? All right, let's talk about delegation and automation. You know I'm all about that hustle, but even I'll admit, there are only so many hours in a day. Your time is valuable, way too valuable to be bogged down by tasks that someone else can handle, and for a lot less. Think about it. How much time do you spend each week on things like scheduling appointments, managing social media, or even just answering emails? These are all tasks you can easily outsource or automate, freeing up your time and mental energy to focus on the things that really move the needle. Delegating isn't about passing off work because you're lazy. It's about strategic leverage. It's about building a system that works for you, not against you. Think of it like building a real estate empire. You wouldn't spend your time fixing leaky faucets when you can hire a property manager to handle it, right? The same principle applies to your time. Now, let's talk about automation. This is where things get really interesting. In the digital age, we have access to an incredible array of tools and services that can automate repetitive tasks and streamline our workflows. We're talking about things like email marketing platforms that send out targeted messages to your subscribers, social media scheduling tools that keep your content flowing 24/7, and even accounting software that automates your bookkeeping. And the best part? A lot of these tools are either completely free or incredibly affordable, especially when you consider the amount of time and energy they save you. Trust me, investing in the right automation tools is like giving yourself a raise. So, don't be afraid to embrace technology and delegate tasks that can be done by someone else. Remember, the goal is to free up your time and mental bandwidth so you can focus on what you do best, building your empire. Let's talk about money. It's not about chasing dollar bills. Shift your mindset. Think of money as a tool. Use it to build your dream life. It's a means, not the end. Be intentional with every dollar. Does it bring you closer to your goals? Find a balance. Enjoy the present. Invest in the future. Here's the key difference between the wealthy and everyone else. The wealthy understand the power of investing, while everyone else is stuck in the cycle of spending. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. Think about it. When you invest your money, you're essentially buying assets that have the potential to generate more money over time. This could be anything from real estate and stocks to starting your own business or investing in your education. On the other hand, when you spend money on liabilities, things that lose value over time, like cars, clothes, or gadgets, you're essentially throwing money away. Sure, those things might bring you temporary happiness, but they won't help you build long-term wealth. Every dollar you spend is a vote for the type of life you want to live. So, choose wisely. Invest in yourself. Invest in your future and watch your wealth grow exponentially. We live in a world where job security is about as stable as a Jenga tower after 5 tequila shots. Gone are the days of working for one company for 40 years and retiring with a gold watch. Today, it's all about diversifying your income streams and creating multiple avenues of revenue. Think about it. If you rely solely on your 9-to-5 job, what happens if you get laid off, your company downsizes, or you just decide you can't stand looking at your boss's face for another day? Having multiple income streams acts as a financial safety net, providing you with a cushion to fall back on if one source dries up. And the best part is, building multiple income streams doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as starting a side hustle, freelancing your skills, or even just investing in dividend-paying stocks. Now, you might be thinking, I'm already working my tail off at my job. I don't have time for another gig. And you know what? I get it. But even a few hours a week on a side hustle can make a huge difference. Think about it this way. An extra $500 a month is $6,000 a year. Invest, pay down debt, or treat yourself. Find something you're passionate about. Could you monetize a hobby? The possibilities are endless. Building multiple income streams is like a financial fortress. The more streams you have, the stronger your finances. Let's talk about the golden rule of personal finance. Paying yourself first. Prioritize your financial future by setting aside a portion of your income for savings and investments. Start small, even 5 or 10%. Consistency is key. Over time, increase this amount as you earn more. Money flows where your attention goes. Build a solid foundation for your future self. Automate your savings to make it a habit. Set up automatic transfers from checking to savings. Think of it as a bill to your future self. Out of sight, out of mind. Watch your savings grow effortlessly. You guys hear me talk about investments all the time, but let's talk about the most powerful investment you can make. Investing in yourself. Forget stocks, bonds, or real estate. The greatest returns come from investing in your skills, knowledge, and well-being. Think about it. Your skills allow you to earn an income, solve problems, and create a fulfilling life. In today's rapidly changing world, learning is a lifelong journey. Don't ever fall into the trap of thinking you know enough. There are countless resources available to you. Books, online courses, workshops, mentorships, you name it. Make it a habit to continuously learn and expand your skill set. Remember, the more valuable skills you have, the more in demand you become, and the more earning potential you unlock. And don't forget about the power of mastering productivity techniques. Learning how to manage your time effectively, prioritize tasks, and avoid distractions can be a game changer. Ultimately, investing in yourself is about maximizing your potential. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, both personally and professionally. And trust me, the returns on this investment are priceless. Now, let's talk about compound growth. It's like a snowball effect, but instead of snow, it's your time and money multiplying. The earlier you start, the more time it has to build momentum. Imagine two people wanting to retire with $1 million. One starts investing at 25. The other waits until 35. The early bird gets the worm thanks to compound growth. Time is your biggest asset. The longer your money is invested, the more it grows. It's like planting a tree. The best time was 20 years ago. So, don't wait another day. Start investing as early as you can. Remember, consistency is key. It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. And guess what? Compound growth doesn't just apply to your finances. It applies to your habits too. Those small, seemingly insignificant actions you take every single day. They add up over time. Think about it. Reading just 10 pages of a book each day might not seem like much, but after a year, you've read 3,650 pages. That's like 18 books. Imagine the knowledge you'd gain, the skills you'd develop. That's the power of consistency. The same goes for exercise, healthy eating, learning a new language, anything. Consistent effort, no matter how small, creates massive results over time. It's like building a brick wall. One brick at a time might seem slow, but eventually, you have a solid structure. So, don't underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. Identify those habits that will move you closer to your goals and make them non-negotiable. Remember, success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. We live in a world obsessed with stuff. New cars, designer clothes, the latest gadgets. It's a cycle of wanting more. True wealth isn't about stuff. It's about freedom. Freedom to choose how you spend your time and pursue your passions. Is that fancy car worth a job you hate? Do designer clothes bring lasting happiness? Or just a temporary fix for deeper desires? Material possessions lose value over time. Experiences, relationships, and personal growth matter. They bring lasting joy and fulfillment. So, how do you break free from the trap of materialism? It's simple. Shift your focus. Instead of chasing after the next shiny object, focus on experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Focus on what truly matters to you. Next time you're about to make a purchase, ask yourself, does this bring me closer to freedom or farther away? Will this purchase help me achieve my financial goals? Will it allow me to spend more time doing the things I love? Or will it just add more clutter and financial stress to my life? Remember, every dollar you spend is a vote for the life you want to create. Choose wisely. Invest in your freedom, not in fleeting material possessions. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the stuff you accumulate, it's about the life you live. And that's it. Your 9 essential rules for mastering time and money. Look, I get it. It's a lot to take in. But remember, this isn't about doing everything perfectly overnight. It's about progress, not perfection. Start by implementing just one of these rules today. Maybe it's auditing your time, setting up a savings plan, or learning a new skill. The important thing is to take action. Small changes, compounded over time, lead to big results. Now, I want to hear from you. Which rule resonated with you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you found this video valuable, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more tips on mastering your time, money, and life. Until next time, remember, time and money are tools. Use them wisely to build the life you like.